In this video, I'm going to show how to relieve ear pain in 30 seconds. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. In this video, we're going to go over 5 easy exercises that can instantly relieve an earache, even within 30 seconds. A note about the exercises, each one works just a little bit differently. To get the best results, go through them all and use what gives you the most relief. With that being said, let's get started. So this one was recommended to me by a patient, and I found it really interesting because the more that I read into it, the more that I was seeing that a lot of people were getting quick relief for general earaches and ear pain. What this one is going to use is the magical healing properties of an onion. Onions are abundant in a flavonoid called quercetin, which has natural antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. So with the onion, you want one that's large enough that when you slice it, it's going to cover that affected ear. And I have read that red onions are the best. That just has a little bit more quercetin than the other varieties, but I'm sure that any onion laying around the house will work. So what you're going to do is take your onion, you're going to slice it, and then you're going to warm it up. Steaming generally is the best, but if you don't have a steamer, you can use a microwave. Just put it in there for about 30 seconds at a time. Take it out, get it to the point where it is hot, but you can still grab onto it and it's not going to cause any discomfort to your fingers or your ear. And to make it a little bit more comfortable, you can wrap it in a thin cloth like a t-shirt or a towel. So you just want to take your onion, you're going to place it over the affected ear, just lightly press into it, and then you're going to hold it there for at least 5 minutes, but you want to work up towards 10 minutes. I heard that 10 minutes is the sweet spot, but if you feel like it's just not, it's too much time, you can break that 10 minutes up into 2-minute intervals, whatever's most comfortable for you. So the nice thing is the heat is going to help soothe that earache, while the quercetin in the onion is going to help fight infections because it has antibacterial properties, but it's also going to help reduce inflammation, which will lower pain. So give this one a try. I've actually never personally done this one, so I don't know if it works. So please leave a comment in the comment section if you've done this and it's worked, or if it just pretty much is placebo. Definitely would like to hear from you guys. So here's a really easy exercise that can give relief within 30 seconds by helping to quickly reduce pressure within your ear and also helping to cause drainage through the eustachian tube. So if it feels like your ear's really clogged up, give this one a try. The movement is very simple. What we're going to do is take our thumb and our index finger, and we're going to pinch right onto our earlobe. And if you do have earrings, please use caution with this one. Just lightly pinch onto the affected side's ear. Now what we're going to do is a quick flicking motion. It's a movement of pulling out like this and then up at the same time. So it kind of looks like this. And with this one, it's all about speed, not about force. So please don't rip your ear off. But I like to do this quick flicking motion just like this for about 5 to 10 times. Afterwards, I see how I feel. With this one, what you should experience is warmth coming into the ear. You might get a popping sensation because it quickly reduces pressure, but it should also feel like a mini river is starting to flow within your ear. That means that drainage is starting to form through the eustachian tube, which is always a good thing. But give that a try. You can also experiment with different positions. So instead of pulling out and up, try pulling just straight out like this. You'll notice it hits the ear a little bit differently. You can also pull out like this and then down at the same time. If you feel like any of those positions are helping you out a little bit more, just throw more repetitions in at that point. I also like to do a circular motion like this. So it kind of goes through all of those motions. So I just pull that earlobe out and then just do a circular motion, kind of pulling forward, pulling backward, pulling out, just experiment with as many different positions as possible. So to take this one to the next level, what you can do is add in a jaw movement, which will help open up the ears just a little bit more. So find that one movement that just helps you out the best, and at that point, just slowly open and close your mouth at the same time for about 5 to 10 repetitions. I usually just find that that one really gets my ear to pop. But give all of those positions a try and use the one that works best for you. With this exercise, we're going to focus on getting a deep opening stretch within our ear to quickly reduce pressure and help promote drainage. You can do this one standing or seated. Whatever side that you're having pain or an earache, let's say it's your right ear, you're going to take the arm and hand on that side and just place it straight off to your side like this. Let's focus on getting a deep stretch into our shoulder. So what I'm going to do is take my arm and just bring it backward as much as I can. You should feel a stretch form over the chest, but also over the shoulder blade. Once you feel that, you're going to hold this position and now slowly lower your arm and hand downward towards the floor. As you do this, you should start to feel that stretch form over the shoulder. We're going to hold this position, and now what we're going to do is slowly turn our head to look over the other side shoulder. As you do this, you're going to feel a deep stretch form from the top of the shoulder into the side of the neck towards the back of the ear. Really focus on feeling it towards the back of the ear. If you don't, just keep building into this movement as much as you can until you do. But once you feel that stretch towards the back of the ear, this is how we're really going to take this one to the next level. We're now going to just tilt our head backward towards the other side like this. I always say treat this other side shoulder as a cliff and your ear just falls right off of it. But do this one slowly because you're going to feel that stretch from the back of the ear really start to work towards the inner part of the ear. And if it does have a lot of pressure, you might get a sudden pop and a lot of relief. But you should also start to feel a lot of warmth come in, because what this is doing is help improve drainage through the eustachian tube. Try to hold this one comfortably for about 5 to 10 seconds and then relax. On the next repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more and repeat this 3 to 5 times, and it's something that you can use throughout the day. So to take this one to even the next level, I like to add in that earlobe flicking motion because those two movements really complement each other. So just like what we did previously with that last exercise, find that one movement that just offers the most relief and build into that. And I also would recommend slowly opening. You can closing your mouth. You can also open your mouth and take your jaw from side to side. But just do that for about 5 to 10 seconds afterwards, because you might find that it just offers a little bit more relief. So this is the Valsalva maneuver, or what I like to call the pilot special, because it's really good at quickly reducing pressure in your ear after a long flight. So if you feel like you just need to pop your ear to get quick relief, give this one a try. So there's a couple different ways to be able to do this. The first method, we just need to close off our nose. So you can take your thumb and your index finger and clamp into your nostrils right here, but I find that it's easier taking my index fingers or my thumbs and just pressing in so no air will be able to escape. We need our nose completely blocked off. So when you do this, what you're trying to do is kind of like sneeze or snort, trying to bring air out through your nose. But since your nose is blocked, the air is going to have to escape through your ears instead, through your eustachian tube, and you might get a sudden pop with this one. When you do this, go lightly with it, just a light puff, and with each repetition make it a little bit stronger to the point where the pressure builds enough through your ears that you get that pop. But don't go to the point of pain, and it might take about 10 to 15 repetitions until it finally works. So this is what it looks like. Sorry for my nose squeaking right there, but I finally did get my right ear to pop. But give it some repetitions until it finally works. So another variation that you can do is by using your mouth and your hand instead. What you're going to do is essentially just kind of use your lips to cup around your hand right here, and you're going to puff through your mouth instead. But again, that airway is blocked, so the air is going to have to escape through your ears. But with that one, build into it slowly for about 10 to 15 repetitions. But it's just a really easy way to equalize the pressure in your ears, get it to pop, and hopefully give some quick ear pain relief. So a big overlooked cause of ear pain actually comes from the jaw. If you have a lot of stress going on in your life and you find yourself clenching your teeth all the time, what it does is it creates irritation and inflammation by the jaw joint near the ear that can send referred pain into the ear. So here's a really easy way to reduce that tension. What I'm going to do first is take 2 fingers and place them right over the jaw joint off to the side of the ear. If you have difficulty finding it, just press into that area and then slowly open and close your mouth a couple times. you should be able to find that pinpoint spot where there's a little bit of movement right off to the side of the ear. Once you do find it, you're going to press with your fingertips right into that area to the point where it's going to be a comfortable self-massage. And then we're going to do a light circular motion like this, and then slowly open and close our mouth about 5 to 10 times. Afterwards, see how it feels. If it feels like it's helping out and there's some tension still left, you can definitely throw in another set or two. But if you would like to take that one to the next level, as you open and close your mouth, take your jaw from side to side. What it will do is open up the jaw a little bit more. You might find it gives more relief. So the next thing that I'd like to do after this is focus on a muscle right off to the side of the head. It's called the temporalis, and it's a muscle of mastication. That is, it helps with chewing. So for this one, what I'm going to do is take my fingers and make a rake with them. So I just open up my fingers a little bit, and I use my nails right here to dig into that muscle. If you do have long or sharp nails, definitely use caution with this one. But start right towards the temple and just slightly press into the skin, and then rake across the side of your head. This one usually feels really good. I like to do this roughly about 5 times, and I always change the placement of my fingers so I'm hitting the side of my head a little bit differently. You're probably going to find that one certain spot just feels really tight and achy, especially if you have an earache on one side. So like right here, it's just really tight and achy on the side of my ear pain. At that point, I just focus over that spot, doing this over and over again, and I like to attack it at different angles. So instead of going straight across, go up with it. You can go diagonally, but you just want to keep doing this over and over again until that spot releases or you're not getting any more improvement. But it's just a really easy way to take tension off the jaw and hopefully get some quick ear pain relief. If the exercises help, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.